12 points in 4 minutes. What's going through your head early in the game?
Set the tone. Just gotta set the tone. That's about it.
Your dad almost didn't make it here, but he was certainly there by the end. What did it mean to have him, as you go through your first NBA finals?
Yeah, a lot. They had a 7-hour delay, but he made it, so it meant a lot to be there.
We've seen you do this before in Phoenix, where you just kind of rip the hearts out of the crowd on the road in the elimination game. What is that? How would you describe that feeling to demoralize a crowd on the road in this situation?
It's a good feeling, man. I can't lie. Just go out there. It's us against them. Just stay together. But that feeling's great.
Was there one fan in particular that you kept going at early on?
Yeah.
What was that about?
Can't tell you. If I tell you, I can sue. But that gets me going. Everybody knows that right now. Good.
And then, you guys obviously last year disappointed, ended up in the lottery. To make this leap, what do you think were kind of the key developments to make this happen just in the span of the year?
Insane. I think we got a great team, but most importantly, we got great guys in the team. From players to coaches to everybody in the team, we have great guys, and that's the most important thing. Like I said, we stay together and we just play basketball. Especially, I think we beat 3 very, very, very good teams, and not having home advantage, which is pretty good for us.
For you personally, growing up watching the NBA from afar, maybe watching the NBA finals late at night, what does it mean to you to reach?
I didn't watch it because it was 2 in the morning. I had school next day.
What does it mean to you personally to reach this milestone 6 years into your career?
It means a lot, man. It means a lot. It's not easy. It was a very hard road, very hard, but we're here. Obviously, we're not done. We need 4 more, but I think today we all deserve to do this.
You've had great games and closeouts at home, but on the road, is it sweeter?
Way sweeter.
Why? I mean, just because
Just because, the crowd's going to be in there. When you score the bucket, when you score, it gets a little bit quieter. So that's why it's sweeter. But it doesn't matter if we win at home, if we win away. We just want to win.
And when you think of Boston, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
They're the best team in the NBA. They have by far the best record. They have some incredible weapons on offense and defense. So we're gonna have to play really hard and amazing basketball to beat them.
Luka, can you tell me about just what Kidd has meant to you guys this season? Jason Kidd?
Jason Kidd, I can't hear you.
Can you talk about how much Jason Kidd has meant to this team and the influence he had getting you guys this far?
A lot, in everybody too. He understands me and KYRIE's role because he's been in their role, so he helps us a lot. But everybody, he kept everybody together. We were down a lot, especially during the season. It was ups and downs all the time, but he kept us together.
And also KYRIE, man, what has he meant to you as well?
A lot. Like I always tell you guys, it's been great to have him. Help me mature, help me see the basketball in a little bit different way. So everybody's glad he's on our team.
Luka, tu sonrisa lo dice todo. Viendo lo que ha sido tu camino, tu trayectoria con este equipo, hoy ver el trofeo frente a ti de MVP de las finales del oeste, guiar a este grupo a las finales, ¿qué son esas emociones, esas sensaciones?
Son emociones muy, muy buenas. Ese trofeo es para todos, es de todo el equipo. Sin este equipo, nuestros jugadores, entrenadores no estuviera aquí. Así que gracias a ellos puedo tener este trofeo.
Luka, 2 years ago, you guys were here as the younger team playing against an experienced Golden State team. Now, role kind of reversed. Do you feel the difference in experience from 2022 now?
I would say worse. I think we have a young team. Outside of KYRIE getting old. But we're a young team still.
Do you feel the difference?
No, I think there's a lot of people that wasn't in playoffs. We had that talk before playoffs, everybody together, and we just play. We like to play basketball. We like to play together. That's it.
You were telling us how old you were a month ago.
No, I'm old too. Yeah, me and Kyrie, we were the old heads, and Key. We're the past 30 years.
Where does that trophy go on the trophy case? Middle, off to the side?
Home, out of nowhere.
What's in the middle? You know, is that Eurobasket still, or?
I don't have that trophy. I wish I had. I have the yearly trophy, but I don't know.
Maybe 4 more wins, you might have one to go in the middle.
Hopefully, that one for sure. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Kyrie, you know, you've mentioned many times during this postseason, you've been waiting some years to get back to the stage. How does it feel, and especially coming off the way things last year got to Dallas?
Feels great, man. Definitely don't take this moment for granted because of how hard we had to work to get here, and we had to earn our spot into the NBA Finals. And we had to go against some great opponents, OKC, Clippers, Wolves, and I feel like they got us better as a team. They really challenged us on the defensive end, made us focus in, and you know, I think every single one of them, like I did the previous 2 series, for making me better. You know, and it has been 7 long years, but it's also felt like the right amount of time, you know, in order to reward myself, be in the locker room with my teammates and enjoying it. Long time coming, so we are going to enjoy this, but we obviously know this is just a pit stop in the journey, and we got to get ready for, you know, that court turning gold, as I like to say. You know, the shoes turn gold, the jerseys turn gold, and you know, as a kid, that's what you dream of, getting to is the finals and being able to play against the best of the best with the whole world watching.
You know, and tonight Luka obviously comes out and you know, he's hitting shots, he's sneering at the crowd. It's kind of a full Luka experience to start things off. What's your feeling when you see him in that mode to open the game?
Man, I was enjoying it just like everyone else was. He had 20 points, I think, in like 6 minutes or 7 minutes, and you're just watching a special performance take place. But you know, as a teammate, you just want to continue to do little things to bring the lead a little bit further along, and just continue to play well. We were happy where we were, but we weren't satisfied because we knew it was a long game. But when Luka starts off the game like that, I mean, we're a tough team to beat. So, you know, kudos to him having a great series, great playoff run in general, but just leading us that way and being able to kind of ease the tension a little bit and emotions. You know, starting off the game, you see our guy Luka scoring 20 like that. I mean, he eases everybody's pressure.
What was going through your mind? 0, you guys have the ceremony, you're walking into the locker room, your trophy. What's kind of racing through your mind at that time?
Man, just trying to enjoy the moment with my teammates and just think about, you know, the way we felt during shoot around, all the preparation to get to this moment. We couldn't avoid the future if we wanted to, you know, it was coming anyway. So, you know, I just had that utmost confidence when I was going to sleep last night, waking up and shooting around, like I said, and just feeling like we were going to play one of our best games. And didn't know how it was going to happen, but I felt that way. And that's the type of confidence that, you know, I felt majority of this playoffs is just, you know, no matter what's going on in the beginning of the game, middle of the game, before the game, you know, our words of affirmation and positivity go a long way. And just make sure we settle the group together.
For someone who got here early in his career that had an absence and then got back to it, where's your appreciation level for?
I had 3 years of losing. Yeah, I had 3 years of losing in Cleveland, as people like to remind me of, where I did nothing without certain guys on the team. So, you know, I like to relish in those challenges because when you are a young player, you do take it for granted to a certain degree. But now that I'm in my 30s and I'm able to kind of stand in my own square more comfortably, more confidently, and know what my presence holds, know what my leadership is capable of doing when I'm around good people and they're supporting me selflessly. You know, you just look back at all the failures, you know, just on the other side of success. So just continue to chop wood, carry water, stay poised, make sure that we keep the main thing, and acknowledge how far we've grown and how long it took to get to this moment. So I try to quantify the last 7 years, but it's really been my whole entire career. You know, This is a long career, and I like to look at that way. It's a journey. So grateful to be here with my teammates, though, and our staff, and everybody doing the little things for us to stay prepared. And, just give us that good energy, man. I felt it all around us, though.
I would say, in this league, you never know if you're going to be solidified in one spot for a good amount of time or you're going to be off to the next. At the end of the day, I took it as just another door to open for me, another opportunity for me to just, better myself and better just like my career at the end of the day. So, I take it like that. I stay patient with everything, and I just am grateful for every, situation or position that I'm always in, no matter if it's, with a non-playoff team or a playoff team. I keep my head high, try to stay motivated, and I just have as many people push me to be the best I can be, So I just come out, I just play hard.
What's going through your head when you kind of see Luka come out right off the bat and have like 12 points in 2 minutes?
I knew it was going to be a long night for what was in front of him, At the end of the day, I just, set a screen, got him downhill. I thought I set a good enough screen, then I turned around, he's shooting from half court and making it. So I was just like, at this point, I don't even need to set a screen for you, So, but he had it going early, and we just had to, I would say, just piggyback off of the energy he started with. He set the tone, and we just had to really just kind of like follow suit.
What's this like for you, Gafford, your journey, all the way back to the rookie season, and now you're going to the NBA Finals for the first time?
All I got to say is I'm blessed. I've been in situations where I felt like I was way less of a player than what I showed tonight. And just kind of being in this situation, it shows me that whenever you put your head down and work, you put love into the game and it gives love back. So I cherish every moment. I come out and I try to be the best that I can be. I try to be better than the day before, always, and just put the next foot forward. Just try to stay motivated, stay encouraged, and just do as much as I possibly can to just help the team win.
Yeah, Luka set the tone. That was 20 points in the first quarter. What did you see from KYRIE out there tonight?
I seen he was poised. He did, what KYRIE does. At the end of the day, he made sure he got to his spots, he got downhill, and the energy that he had today too, it was just, him and Luka, they were the double-headed snake. We just had to, be the tail at the end of the day, just following behind those guys. They led us, they stayed motivated, they stayed positive. There was a lot of frustration in the last game, I would say. We came out with just like a whole different mindset, just coming out, staying positive, not necessarily, being satisfied with what was going on with the game. We wanted to stay greedy the whole game, and that's what we did.
You played against Boston probably a little more than these guys being for Washington. What's your early thought on going against them?
Man, I want to say this will be my third time this year playing against them. The first time I got a chance to play against them, I was hurt in Washington. I messed up my ankle, and then I got traded like right before Washington went to Boston. I think the only time that I actually got a chance to play against them this year was when I first got here. So it's gonna be a good experience. It's really gonna test just like my defensive ability and just what I can do and just having energy on the floor. Like I said, I do whatever it takes, just pretty much to help the team win, and just coming out with energy and making sure I set the tone physically, emotionally, whatever it takes, just to help the team win. That's what exactly I'm going to do.
What's the locker room right now? What do you think the flight home's going to be? I know you guys are going to block in and all that stuff, at some point. But like for this brief time that you let yourself celebrate, what's it like right now? What's it going to be like?
We're embracing the success that we had tonight. It's not every day you get to be in the Western Conference Finals and winning it, especially on the road. It was a great atmosphere here. We played against a great team. They got one against us, and we just had to come out with just like, that mindset is like, we're not going to let them get a double at the end of the day. So we came out and we handled business, and we're enjoying just, how much work we put into it. So I would say we enjoy this till midnight, be back ready to take that next step, make that push for that last thing.
What's your response to what you guys got from Bobby tonight, and what was your first reaction when he was on the floor again?
I mean, my first reaction to him on the floor, he's a tough cookie. It takes a lot to keep him down. I knew that we were all for sure worried, just like, he was down, he got hit in his neck again. Thought he was for sure banged up pretty much. He was going to go back to the locker room, but he pushed through it. And that shows resilience, especially from a young guy. And just with what he did tonight, he came out and he did what he always does. Have energy, anything around the rim, he puts it in the rim, he blocks shots, just being out there and just, being a monster. We tell each other that every time. Whenever I come out, he tells me that. Well, whenever I come out, I tell him that, and he tells me the same thing when I start off. So it's just me, always have to keep him motivated and keep him lifted. Just like all the stuff that he's been through, he's been through a lot. And just being there for him is just something that it shows just like, the togetherness from this team, and we just have to make sure night in, night out we do that.
You know, coming to Dallas and watching Luka and Kyrie together, why do you think they've gelled so well together?
In all honesty, you know, it's just, I would say it's the patience when it comes to just, you know, being around each other. At the end of the day, you know, when I was first seeing just like a trade with Kyrie got here, you know, they said, oh, Luka's not going to work. We're working pretty good together right now, if I do say so myself. So whoever said that, they obviously need to go get their eyes checked. So, but in all honesty, you know, just watching it, I mean, it's just greatness. You know, one player has been in this situation before. The other one is trying to, you know, for sure be in this situation consistently. Kyrie, he leads the team, positive vibes 24/7 from him, no matter what goes on throughout the game. And, you know, I think Luka is learning to just kind of like, you know, take that next step and to try to be able to do the same thing. So it's just great to just see how, you know, guys progress and just like manifest it's like a positive mindset when it comes to just, you know, within the team. Okay.
Thank you.